Welcome to Divinely Engineered. I am the Divine Engineer. Come on in, guys. I have another reading for you. So this is going to be for the Divine Collective. So take what resonates and leave the rest. This is going to be all signs. All right, so collective, automatically I am getting this energy that you guys are in this, baby, if I can get the card, if the card wants to be got, but y'all are in this seek guidance card. Lord, y'all. Y'all are in the seek. Y'all are in the seek guidance energy. And really what I feel like, this is you listening to your ancestors, right? This is you being very, very in tune with the messages that you were getting from your ancestors and from the divine. So clarifying that, we had this child nature and this athlete. So this really gives me, this says the light attributes for this card are friendships with animals, communication with nature spirits. You could be seeing animals while you're out in nature. You could be outside walking, jogging, just sitting outside, sitting by the water, whatever you're doing. And animals are very attracted to you at this time. You could notice like when people are walking their dogs are like trying to run up and grab you and pulling their owners on a leash. Animals are just very, very attracted, and you could attracted to you at this time. And you could also be getting messages based on what those spiritual totems are. But with this athlete, I feel like you're getting these animal messages on how to move forward, giving you hints and clues on how to move about and come into the success, right? So clarifying that, we had this Six of Wands and this Page of Pentacles, right? So there's new opportunities that new manifestations that you are calling in right now, that you are putting in the work for, and your spirit team is letting you know that these things will be successful, and they're giving you the keys and the downloads on how to do so, okay? So that's the energy that you are currently in. Now, further clarifying that was we had changed in the night, which says you have changed quickly. So a lot of you guys have really transformed a lot faster than you may have realized. You are really in this completely new energy that you yourself may not recognize, right? So you've really done a lot of transformation and really done a lot of healing. And then we had this lead the way. Be a leader, show others how it's done. You can help others. Now, part of your purpose can also be to step up and to help heal other people by sharing your story, right? So this says growing up. Wanting to grow and experience rejection of perpetual youth. So I really do feel like you are putting those last final stamps on some like childhood wounds, really growing in maturity, right? As you're healing, you're really gaining that wisdom and you're gaining that maturity that is really necessary of you to bring in the Six of Wands, Page of Pentacles type of energy, right? So then this says, I wonder what will happen next. So ready to adventure, precipice of change, and pause before action. So I really do feel like you are kind of in that calm before the storm energy. We do have resting over here. I do feel like, you are resting, you are healing, you are closing out these cycles, and also opening new cycles by putting in the work towards your manifestations, right? So we had this big picture card. So this really gives me that you understand the big picture of things. You understand that you need to put in work in order for your manifestations to come, right? So that's also you with this Magician and this Nine of Pentacles. You are manifesting your Nine of Pentacles. You are somebody who is very abundant, who is very stable, and you also know you are an excellent manifester. You know how to bring things into fruition. And those are the things your guides are sending you clues to help you along with your journey. So you're really in this mode of co-creation with the universe, right? So then further clarifying that, we had choices, impossible things, and law is not justice. So I feel like as you are healing, one of the things that you are healing from is mother wounds, right? Because the cards that we had clarifying this big picture was vampire and mother. So you could have had a karmic energy vampire mother who does not want you to be, who's currently in your energy, who doesn't want you to be in this Nine of Pentacles, in this Magician energy. She does not want you to understand how to manifest and really to do that, because that's not what she wants for you, right? There's a lot of jealousy here. So the vampire shadow attribute says depleting others, for your psychic survival, chronic complaining, and codependency. This mother could have been very, very codependent on you and not really wanted you to grow up, right? But that's exactly what you're doing, because we had this growing up card. You want to live your own life, right? You want to fly and spread your own wings and fly on your own. And this mother really is in your energy, trying to kind of counteract this Nine of Pentacles energy that you're manifesting. So the shadow elements of mother is saying smothering or abandoning children, instilling guilt in children for becoming independent. And Nine of Pentacles is all about independence. So this really, your mother is really in the background, taking you bossing up and you coming into this Nine of Pentacles as a as disrespecting her in some type of way. Like, she just feels very disrespected by your success. So here we have choices, which is feeling blocked or restrained, and impossible things, working through disbelief, imaginative leaps, fresh perspective. And I really feel like that's your energy, collective. You are choosing to do the work. You are choosing to pursue your goals, and you're also choosing to heal, right? You know that you had to be the best version of yourself in order to really start bringing these things in, right? You understand that healing is what is going to create that momentum for your blessings and make you more attractive for it, right? You understand the laws of the universe. And your mother, who is somebody who doesn't understand the laws in the way that you do, or look at you and really feel like, let's get this mother's energy, Holy Spirit, so I can explain this right. Also coming out under this card, we had law is not justice, rules that are not fair. So this really gives me the energy of you having divine favor over your life, right? And you always know the phrase, the favor ain't fair. There are people who, listen, you're the liberator for your lineage, right? You have came here to break generational curses, and that is exactly what you're doing, you know, and you're doing it, and you're looking so elegant while doing it, but you have your mother in the background who's mad about it, who's upset that it's not her, and she thinks that it's not fair because it's not her. So Holy Spirit, give me the current energy of this mother towards my divine collective, this karmic mother towards my divine collective, Holy Spirit, this karmic mother. Monk or nun, so the shadow elements of that are negative judgment of the physical world and excess piety. And this says mediator, negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. I feel like this person is talking shit in the background. Like, this person is talking shit in the background and trying to act like you could have cut this mother figure off. And with this mediator, she's trying to act like she's telling the story as if you did something to her to other people, and making herself in this monk and nun energy like she just doesn't know what to do with you. You know, she's done all that she could do as a mother. And teacher here is at the bottom. The shadow elements of that, manipulating or abusing students, teaching negative traits and destructive skills. Like, this mother did not do her job as far as like teaching you about life. Fool, using humor to wound rather than liberate, denial of your emotional truth. This mother could have been very dismissive of your emotions, and she's still being very dismissive of your emotions, because again, this energy is because you decided to cut her off to focus on yourself and pursuing your goals and your Nine of Pentacles, and this person is taking this as a betrayal, right? And then we have destroyer under here, intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dreams and potential. And this is you fully walking in your dreams and potential. That's what you're manifesting here, and your mother wants to stop that for you. We have addict, compromises integrity and honesty, allows an addictive pattern to have authority over your inner spirit. So I really do feel like this mother is so consumed by these demons because they've been in her for so long, and she's been acting out of them for so long. Listen, bully. Your mother was probably the first bully that you ever experienced in your life. This says conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse, right? So this person just had this very warped sense, like a mommy dearest type energy, right? And very, very abusive, very manipulative. And this is a person who, like, outside of your house, people's opinions of her would be nowhere near what she actually is, right? Because no one would, maybe some people would pick this nasty ass energy up, but the mask that she would be wearing is that she loved you and she just, you know, she cares about you. And that's the story with this mediation card, that she's going around and telling people that she ain't did shit, that you're the one who's doing it to her, and she's reached out to you and you're ignoring her, and you know, she don't know why you are treating your mother like this. But see, collective, this isn't something that you look at from, oh, this is my mother, because at this point in a spiritual game, titles don't matter, right? Titles are only there to distract us from the real behavior and the real energy that's behind some of these titles. If your mother hates you, if your mother hates the fact that you are just working on yourself and then you want better for yourself, and if that's a problem for her, the issue is with her. Like, this is a very unhealed, very mentally disturbed person, because your success is pissing her off, you know? And it's like beggar and femme fatale, dependence on others to the exclusion of effort, inappropriate use of sensuality, attachment to money and power. Like, this is a very power hungry and money hungry energy. Barry, give me one more on this card before we move on to the next row. And I'm looking at this card that says painting the roses red, covering up errors. Like, she just looks really, really pissed. She's staring at this added card. So your mother is pissed that she's in the shadow attributes of this card and you're in the light elements of it. So you helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior. So you're somebody who calls things out and tells it like it is, and she kind of hates this about you. Like, she feels like you've called her out on her bullshit, and look how pissed she is about it. Like, she is not happy about that shit. She's not happy because you're reflecting back to her the truth about herself, and she does so much to hide behind these masks that it's like you blowing a narcissist cover is one of the worst things that you could do for them, right? Because it's like, how dare you not believe my bullshit? Because this is somebody who believes their own bullshit. Okay, so over here, oh, one more came out, child. Says servant, using a lack of money as an excuse not to move forward with life. So your mother could have always made excuses as to why she couldn't be in this Nine of Pentacles energy. Compulsive need to keep moving on. So I feel like your mother could have started and not finished a lot of things. And she sees you in this is like Virgo energy. You're very calculated. You have a plan and you follow it. You are very, very consistent. You are very dedicated and hardworking, right? You're putting in the work to manifest these things. And I feel like she doesn't have that manifesting ability. But baby, this is not anything that this is because you're chosen, right? This is not something that you could help. This is you literally following your mission here. And with this impossible things, working through disbelief, imaginative leaps, and fresh perspective, like, you're really seeing life in a whole new way. And because you're seeing life in a whole new way, you're approaching your manifestations differently. And what you're doing is really working for you, collective. And you are in that Nine of Pentacles energy. Everything is coming together and already is together for you. Right? So you also have this rest energy. So I do feel like even while you're resting, things are aligning for you, right? Because under that we had this Wheel of Fortune and this Death. Like, you are closing cycles out, but you are also like in your destiny now. You have completely killed the old version of you, and because you've killed the old version of you, like this energy with your mother has to be cleared up, right? Because you're not doing anything to this mother. You're not trying to be vindictive. You know what she has done, and you're not trying to go after her, but this woman is still trying to go after you. Okay, and you have this healer and this child eternal. So this, again, you're definitely a healer, right? This says passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit. Ability to help transform pain into healing, right? So you're definitely somebody who is highly spiritual and has the ability to heal other people. And this child eternal says determination to remain young in the body, mind, and spirit. Ability to see things with a fresh set of eyes. So really, as you're resting, this is giving you a complete fresh perspective. I do feel like you're going back to that childlike sense of wonder and that childlike sense of what do I want to be when I grow up. Like you're going through this another evolution of reinvention and creating yourself, right? And I feel like the people around you, especially these karmics who are having to watch you as part of their karma, are really seeing you blossom into the best version of yourself that they always knew was there, that they knew you had the potential to be, but they've put so many obstacles in your way for you to not reach that full potential. So now you have the very people or the very person who has tried to prevent you from this level of elevation, watching you elevate in spite of all of their attempts, right? With this death, this is anybody who has tried to stop you. You see how he has this little, the time thing there, that time dial, the sand clock. Time is up. You see, like there's barely any sand here on this the sand clock here. This person, your mother is really, she's done for real. I'll be quite honest with you, collective, because the energy that I'm picking up from these Nine of Pentacles is because she is so hell-bent on you not being in this energy. And let me see. Let me clarify before I say that. Clarify this karmic mother's energy towards the divine collective. She knows that you're the Empress. She knows that you're the real Empress. And she knows that judgment has been called. She knows that you are walking away from her. She knows that you are walking away from the childhood that you had with her. She knows that you're done for good. She knows that she does not have the same control over you that she once had, right? And she's upset about that. I keep going like this card, this mad person, like this, it keeps sticking out to me. Like this is her energy. Like this is how her face looks. As you're getting blessings, this is how your mother's face is looking at you. Like that's how she feels about you. Because that just keeps standing out to me, right? She sees you getting justice with this Page of Wands. She sees you following your passion. She sees the good news is coming in because your mother knows how powerful of a manifestor you are. That's why she did so much to destroy your self-esteem so you would not be in this energy, right? But now she sees you. Now she sees you in this Queen of Swords energy with this Chariot here, moving forward successfully, overcoming these obstacles and staying focused on yourself, right? Looking at yourself in the mirror and healing everything that she puts you through. So also what I'm getting from this Nine of Pentacles is this mother has definitely done black magic, for sure. This mother has definitely done black magic, and it's currently being reversed back onto her. Now, when I'm looking at this Nine of Pentacles, I'm getting that there was death spells done here, right? Because I'm getting a dual energy for this, with this Magician and this Pentacles. So, shadow elements of this, I'm getting that there was dark magic done to prevent you from being in this Nine of Pentacles energy. So, she wanted you broke, destitute, potentially homeless, definitely single with no person, right? No significant other. And there's a physical death here that she wanted to take place too. Like she wanted to unalive you. She wanted to also a death to your mental health. And these are all the things that are reversing onto her at this time. Mask on, bucket mask off. Like this person your mother cannot hide how much she hates you anymore. Because before, she was, you know, before she was doing that. And what's funny is this mother is such like a bullying energy. She comes out as this karmic father. She comes out in a masculine, like really domineering um, energy, even though she is a woman, right? But this black magic backfires. So this, listen, your mother tried to, can y'all see that? Okay. Um, Karmic motherfucker. Living fast and thinking slow. I'll do it again if you let me. Like, this mother is extremely nasty. And I'll be honest with you, collective. If you have been, some of you could have an ancient, listen, look at this. Hating asshole green-eyed monster on the down low. It should have been me. Like, this mother wants what you had. She wants what you have, and she can't even hide it anymore. But one thing that I was going to say is I've really been starting to be feel called to pull from this Alice in Wonderland deck a lot. And I realized that there are a lot of cats in this deck. So collective, also, if you have been seeing cats a lot, the energy of Sekhmet could be making herself known to you at this time. Okay, I feel like part of what your mother is doing, because this is also current energy that she's trying to stop you as well. So part of that, with you having that ancient Egyptian bloodline and Sekhmet making herself known to you, Sekhmet is a destroyer. She is the goddess of war, right? She is the one that God calls when things are so egregious, when there has been such an imbalance in the scales between good and evil, that God sends her to correct those balances and punishes humans for their sins, right? So her energy is being called because of you having this ancient Egyptian bloodline. Now, you also if you're saying cats, the energy of Anubis, the god of death, could also be making himself known to you at this time, because death is here for this mother. Since death has been conjured up for you, that is exactly what is returning, collective. And this is not even something that you need to do anything about, because again, all of this is happening while you're resting. But your mother's, listen, I'm sorry I got caught. She does not give a fuck. She could pop pills or drink with this. We have this thief here. Again, this thief karmic mother. Like, what did she steal? What did this karmic mother steal? What is this thief? Because we seen it was an energy. We seen energy vampire up there. Clarify what this karmic mother stole, Holy Spirit. So definitely getting readings on you, always spying on you. What did she steal? Listen, her plan to destroy you or bully you into not coming into your gifts failed. With this devil in reverse, like this devil has been caught. And it's been God who is stepping in at this time. And that is who is sending you. Listen, so you can successfully walk away. Because there's been so much that has been done here. There's so much that has been done here that it has to, yeah, like this person is, your mother could also be blocked from getting readings on you or trying to spy on you and your energy. But there's so much that has been done here that it's just like your bloodlines are being activated. So not only your worldly ancestors, but your divine lineage of ancestors are stepping forward at this time, you know, and trying to call death on a chosen one, or trying to summon the spirit of death when Anubis himself fucks with you is kind of crazy. You know what I mean? It really is a fucking suicide mission. So I gotta be honest with you. I'm not gonna really sugarcoat this shit, collective. Death is here for this mother. With Sekhmet energy, Sekhmet is a destroyer. Sekhmet's also a healer. She is helping you and helping you to heal from this situation by removing this obstacle. Because this mother will not stop, she has to be stopped. Okay, so Sekhmet also brings diseases. So there are a lot of karmic mothers in the collective, right? In the karmic collective, a lot of the from the divine collective's mothers who are experiencing illnesses at this time. that are manifesting into their body. Some of them may already know. Some of them may be finding out shortly. But these things are very, very serious. And this really, honestly, it's sad that it had to come to this point, but this is really like watching somebody take themselves out because they won't stop. Like, this person will not stop. So under here we had a moment's regret and painting the roses red, which is, this is covering up errors, and then nostalgia, idolizing the past, fearing that you've made a mistake. So I feel like this mom, this karmic mother, is starting to realize just how badly she's fucked up. You know what I mean? With her health the way it is. And again, this is only a return to sender. This is the energy that's being returned to her because this is what she wanted you in. So this is the energy that she's in. Her finances will perish. Her health will perish. Her mental health will perish. Like, this person is going to lose everything. This is extreme poverty. And this is really with this great crumble card here. Everything is crumbling around you. All of the karmic foundations around you are crumbling because, collective, you have to move forward. You have to move forward. With you activating your purpose and with you standing in your power now this is creating that momentum for everything that cannot go with you to crumble. Everything gotta go, right? Because clarifying that, you're stepping into this star energy. And it's time for you to have your Ace of Pentacles. It's time for you to get your inheritance, your divine inheritance, right? And this star energy, this really gives me that you are somebody who receives messages from the divine, going along with that healer energy, and you are the water bearer. You are somebody who brings healing to the collective, right? And this is going to make you very, very successful, but this is also your new beginning, right? You helping to heal others while also healing yourself. And this says, shine bright like a candle, you will make it through this, right? So that's your spirit guides reaffirming to you that you are going to make it through this. And that's really the reason in you seeing so many cats recently, because they're making themselves known to you to let you know that they're here to help guide you through this, right? But also letting you know of what is to come. So we had this exorcist and this magical child, freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses, and then seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. So you are really in, like I said, like this state of childlike wonder where you are realizing that you really could be whatever you want to be, right? It's like being a little kid again and realizing you could be whatever you want to be when you grow up. And now that you're growing up, because remember, we had this growing up coming up over here. Now that you are growing up and coming into your purpose, it's like you have awakened to what you're supposed to be doing. And now this karmic mother is only standing in the way of that. And now God is just like, baby, you gotta go. You gotta go. Can't nobody stop her in her purpose. And all of this was just a divine test. This mother was never going to be able to take you out. But this was a test for her to see if she would do so. And she failed. If she would try to do so. Right? So, let's see here. Divine Collective. Let's get some of these messages. Some messages of the Cosmic Oracle cards. And then we'll go ahead and close out. Look at this. Look, this is at the bottom. Web of lies. Oh my God, do you know what I did? Like, this mother wants to know how much you know about what she has done to you. But I'm gonna be honest, collective. At this point, what matters is that God's seen everything that she did. And that's the only person who she has to answer to at this point. Like, this, all of this shit is above you. You couldn't stop what is going to happen or what is happening if you wanted to. No one can. Because this is the wrath of God. Who you going to pray to when this is God doing it? I mean, even the demons got to answer to God. Even the devil got to answer to God. You know, so there's no way out of this. But this is the path that she chose with this choices under here. This was the choice that she made for it to be this way. So mote it be. It has to be this way. Under this, I didn't get to these cards. The who in the world are you? Figuring out the new you. And going along with that star energy, you're really stepping into your power and really understanding what it's like to be this new version of yourself, right? With you potentially having these ancient Egyptian bloodline, you are really, you also could be a descendant of Sekhmet. And you could be a descendant of a warrior of Sekhmet, right? You really carry this warrior energy to you, which really is giving me like judgment angel vibes. You're here to set things right, right? When there are wrongs in this world, you are one of the judgment angels here. You are one of God's warriors here to set and bring the balance of scales of justice back into balance, right? So here we have the right way. So you want to do things the right way. That says learning to create what you desire. So now you're really in this, and look at you. Like, look at them staring at that crown. Like, you can see victory now. You can see what you want to create now. And you're going after it, right? And that's why God is clearing your path. Like, he is, now it's going to be on just our earthly ancestors. It's going to ancient deities who are stepping in, because enough is enough. And I'll be honest, if it's gotten to the point where these deities have to step in, there's been a lot of egregious shit that has been done. You cannot call death over a chosen one. You cannot call death over somebody who is spiritually marked. You cannot call death on somebody who the god of death fuck with. I mean, make it make sense. Holy Spirit, give me messages for the Divine Collective. Find ways to lighten up and not take everything so serious. Stop pushing against what is, align with it, and move on. You could use some self-care right now, like now, schedule it in. So again, that's going along with this rest and with this lighten up. Honestly, collective, you've done everything that you could do for this mother. You've loved her the way that a mother was supposed to be loved, the way that a child is supposed to love their mother. And even though this is something that I'm sure is painful, right? And I'm going through it too, so I completely understand. But it's like, you have a mission here, and it's time. It's time. You know, this has been going on for long enough, and it's time that you move forward. And if your karmic mother is in the background and thinking that she has the power to stop you from moving forward, of course that's going to be blocked. But again, anybody at this level, after you have unlocked that warrior energy in you, and that's what all of this was about. This was all for you to, you wouldn't have known that you were a warrior if God didn't throw you in the middle of a war. So now that you've unlocked that, people can't really fucking touch you. And if they try, it's instant karma. It's instant karma, because you have awakened your divine ancestors, lineages that you probably aren't even really aware that you are a part of. But now that you are coming into this knowing of yourself, now that you are coming into this star energy, it's like you can't afford to be hung up on things in the past. Like God said, your path got to be cleared. You got to walk. You know, that's why I say you got to find ways to lighten up. Like, you can't really harp on this, because this is, your mother chose this. This is her decision. This is her life that she has to deal with, the karma that she has called upon herself. And it says, stop pushing against what is, align with it, and move on. It might sound cold, collective, but really this is what it is. It just is what it is. And this says you could use some self-care time, like now, schedule it in, okay? So do something for yourself. The fact that you have graduated to this level is something to be celebrated, right? Don't let somebody who is in the background, who is just mad that it's not them, stop you from celebrating yourself and treating yourself and just being happy. You know what I'm saying, collective? Like, this isn't, it's unfortunate, but this is what you signed up for. To be honest, like, this is the contract that you signed before you got here. That this was going to be your enemy. And you passed the biggest test, really, of your life, was to get rid of this enemy. was to defeat them, was to walk away, was to not turn into them, collective. Was not to turn into them, because you could have easily gone and tried to do the same thing to her that she did to you, and you didn't, collective. And you passed that test. Your ancestors respect you. God respects you. And now your path is being cleared. You have the power to create the life that you love. Remember that. And I'm going to leave it right there, collective. Listen, bet on yourself, take chances, reach your dreams. You got this. Like listen, your life is so special. Treat it with love and care. Say goodbye to your past and leave the baggage at home for good, or behind for good, collective. The entire universe is celebrating you. Your divine ancestors are celebrating you. You are unlocking new ancestors who are coming in to protect you, to make sure that they guide you through this transition. Anubis is here. Sekhmet is here. It's just, you are so protected. You are so loved. You are so, so loved. And they are watching you step into this light, and they are so proud of you. And they're telling you to keep going. Keep going. Don't look back. Don't worry about this great crumble. Don't worry about the empires that are falling. Keep going, because your empire is being built. They're saying continue to put work into your 9 of Pentacles. Continue to manifest the beginning that you want, okay? You can't help the karma that somebody else has walked themselves into. Right? And at this point, this message is only to alert you and to inform you of what's going on, because judgment has been called. All right, collective? So I love you. If that resonated with you, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And have a beautiful rest of your day.